up and get your joy up. Embrace this brand new day. Let light and love fill you up. Get your morning cup of Jubilee. So much goodness waiting, so much overflow. All this anticipation. Morning cup of Jubilee. Faith, love, and joy, the equation. Feeding your soul, you're amazing. Daily you're celebrating. Morning cup of Jubilee.
Good morning. Welcome to Morning Cup of Jubilee, where every drop uplifts, inspires, and restores. Listen, this is like Jubilee, Morning Cup of Jubilee on the run, okay? Worldwide, international, okay? I'm at a remote location, okay? Not to be disclosed, but I am here to bring you some joy, some sunshine, some hope, some encouragement, and some light this morning. So good morning to you. Now, my cup looks a little different, because at this remote location, they don't have the fancy ones, but that's fine, okay? I hope that you have your mugs, your cups, your tumblers, whatever you're sipping on this morning while you listen to today's play of the day. Let me cue it up. I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ. All right. Here we go.
I'm sitting here with my mind focused on you. Thinking about the way you do all the things you do. I want to give you all my love and my whole heart. Want to drown in your love. No lifeguard, ocean full of love, but all I see is you. I don't want nobody else but you. I don't see nobody else but you. Can't be with nobody else, cause all I want is you. I ain't thinking about no one but you. And my love is so true for you. I ain't going nowhere, cause all I want is you. You make my heart tick-tock and a beat like I was feeling the time. Even though it's all over in your face, it's deep for me writing these lines. I never felt the love like this. It's kind of unique for me to love like this. There's really only one reason for my love like this. It's you. I don't want nobody else but you. I don't see nobody else but you. And I can't go nowhere cause all I want is you. Said I only have eyes for you. And I wanna spend my life with you. And I love all the things you do cause all I want is you. Said my heart is only for you. I ain't focused on no one but you. And I'ma stay by your side cause all I want is you.
I hope that you enjoyed today's play of the day. That's Mickey Miller. The link is going to be in this description. Go and stream that, download that. That's an oldie but goodie. That's what I love about music. It's timeless and it could just speak to you no matter when it comes out. So go ahead and support independent artists. All right. So today's dedication is to my good friend, my girl, Delcy. Let me tell you why. Delcy is such an encouraging, dear heart. Okay. And I was going through some old voice memos and I came across a voice memo from Delcy just encouraging me after she watched the It's Jubilee live experience and like, sis, go ahead. I'm so inspired by you. And she just is always pouring into me. And today's episode is connected to self-care. And Delcy has also been part of my village who has helped me ensure that I am caring for me. So if she's got to come and take care of my children while I step out for a second, get on a little flight or what have you, she is always happy to step in. And I just want to say, Dels, thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being an encouraging heart. Thank you for just being a part of my village. And I love you. I pray that God continues to bless you, bless the work of your hands. And y'all, she's a poet, okay? She's a spoken word artist. She's a creative. She's an event curator. She's all the things, okay? So I celebrate you today, Delcy. Love you. All right. Now it's time for today's sip of inspiration. And today's topic is lotion your body. I should have said lotion your body. Huh? Lotion your body, feed your soul. Now, hear me out because I know you might think that is a weird title for something, but just hear me out. Okay. So every day I take time to lotion my body, right? Y'all know like a couple episodes ago when I had all this coconut oil and it was just a lot of goodness. Coconut oil was greasy, it was shiny, it was melanated. That's because I take time every day to lotion my skin, to lotion my body. And it may sound weird, but that is my way of slowing down and ensuring that I am caring for every part of me, right? And so don't leave me out here by myself, right? I know I'm not the only one where life can get super busy. You got one leg that's ashy and one foot that's moisturized, right? Like I can't say that that's never been me. I think that there have been some days, some months, some years where life, that's how life was. It was just busy, just trying to get a hold of everything, trying to show up for yourself, show up at work, show up for your kids, show up at church, show up on this project, be a good friend, be a good sister, be a good daughter that maybe you didn't lotion your foot. Maybe I didn't lotion it, right? It's possible. It's possible. So anyway, that is my way of saying to care for every part of yourself. So me lotioning my skin is a daily ritual that reminds me, right? It slows me down and reminds me of the importance of caring for, paying attention to my body, paying attention to myself, right? And I don't leave home without it. I just don't, right? I take my time. I give myself enough time to shower, to pray, to sing, to do all the things, and to lotion my body. So that is why today is entitled Lotion Your Body, Feed Your Soul. Okay, because I want to remind every single person watching of the importance of caring for your entire body, right? So it sounds simple, but today's all about just these small rituals, these daily rituals that can become sacred, right? Skincare can become soul care, right? And so the first thing that I want to share about this topic is that slowing down is sacred. Slowing down is sacred, right? When you take an opportunity to slow things down and decide, you know what, I'm not going to be in a rush, right? Maybe I'm going to wake up 15 minutes earlier. Maybe I'm not going to stay up as late. Maybe I'm not going to binge watch the entire season, maybe just the first season of my favorite show, right? I'm going to do something that I'm going to take time for myself, right? Take time away from something else, right? And add that to something that I'm doing for myself. And you might say, well, binge watching a show is, I get it. I mean, do your thing, do your thing. All I'm saying is sometimes we've got to pull from other areas because they're drawing away and they're taking away our energy, right? So figure out ways to slow down, slow your pace down, okay? And take some of your time back so that you can do so. And then also, let's just talk about, sometimes people call it urgency, where everything is just so fast and just rush, get it done. It's like does it take all that? And listen, I'm all about ensuring that things are done with high quality and, precision and high level of responsiveness and all of that. But I think sometimes, things are taken too far where your entire life is like you're on this hamster wheel and it never stops. And all I'm saying is be reminded, right, that you are here, you are worthy of your own attention, and sometimes that involves slowing everything down, okay? So that's the first thing. Slowing down is sacred. Secondly, I want to say gentle care is not optional. So you hear people like, oh, I'm going to go get a massage, or, it's self-care day. I'm going to walk by the beach, right? I'm going to be silent for a day. I'm going to put my phone on D&D. Right? And these are some ways. And for you, you may have other ways. Some people paint, some people travel, some people like to be in group chats and talk to 1,000 different people at the same time. Right? Whatever it is, it's not optional. Right? it is important for us to take gentle care of ourselves and to remember that self-care doesn't have to be grand, right? It doesn't have to be grand. It could be gentle. It could be a warm bath. It could be a deep breath. It could be a moment to feel your body and your spirit and reconnect. For me, it's actually just taking deep breaths. Like when I'm feeling like the day is going like this, I'm because I just need to be grounded and remember, right, that I am here, that I am present in this moment, right, and that everything that needs to get done, it is going to get done, right? That all the wisdom that I need to solve whatever the issue is, God will give it to me, and I don't need to panic, and I don't need to start moving in a hurry or a rush, because that's what the moment is making me feel like doing. You know what I mean? I can take a deep breath and ground myself, and that is another form of self-care. Right? Again, paying attention to yourself, being aware of yourself, just like I do when I'm lotioning my skin, right? You have permission to say yes, no, and not yet, right? This is also part of self-care. Sometimes we're saying yes to stuff we don't really want to do. And I know there is a part of life where it's just like, no, I just need to show up for this person. I need to show up for this thing. I need to do this thing. And it's not something that you really want to do, but you do it because you just feel like you're obligated. So I do get that. Right? I'm talking about when we get into places of overextending ourselves because it's, what will they think? What will they do? All the other things. We're creating narratives and we're responding to the narratives that we've created, and it's taking away from our own self-awareness. It's taking away from our own presence. And it's just like, no, we get to look at each situation and say yes, say no, say not yet, right? But being honest with yourself about where you really are and your capacity and what you really have to give is also a form of self-care. Okay, sometimes things can wait. Right? Sometimes things, it's going to drain you. So it's either you're accepting it, eyes wide open, knowing this is going to beat me up. I'm going to be tired when I'm done. And you're going to have peace with that. Or you're going to say, you know what? I don't have it today. I don't have it today. And that's okay too. Right? Yes, no, and not yet or not now. All forms of self-care. And then nourish your joy intentionally. Like, how do you get your joy up? Like, do you have a playlist? Like that's for me, that's how I get my joy up, right? First of all, I laugh at myself in the mirror. I do foolishness in the bathroom mirror. I'm trying to Millie rock. I'm trying to do all sorts of, because this is the day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, right? That's just where I live, right? I live there, even on the worst days, right? And sometimes I also need a boost because maybe I'm feeling tired. Right, something is annoying. I can't find my socks because my son's done raided my sock drawer and took all my socks. Whatever it is, right? But I think it's important to know how to get your energy up, how to nourish your joy, how to get your joy up. I think it's important. And for everybody, it's different. For me, it's a playlist. A few episodes ago, I talked about a playlist and having playlists for different, situations. But sometimes I'm throwing on house music. I'm throwing on old Whitney. One day I think I was singing Luther one day or some other song my mother used to sing when I was growing up. It could, loving you is easy because you're beautiful. Like, why are we listening to that at 6 a.m.? Because I want to, because it nourishes my joy. Anyway, get into it, okay? Recognize what elevates you, what uplifts you, and connect to those things. All right. That is a form of self-care. Okay. And sometimes it might change, right? For me also, it's like sometimes I want to paint. Sometimes I want to walk just so I can hear the birds chirp. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? You might see me in your neighborhood riding a bike. Like, just wave when you see me. It might be neon green. I'm just nourishing my joy, baby. That's all I'm doing. All right. And don't overlook the little things. The little things, like I said, lotioning my body is one. I know I keep going back to that. Lighting a candle is another one, right? Drinking tea. I mean, it's probably a little cold now, but tea, coffee, latte, matcha, whatever's your thing, right? These are simple rituals that just remind you that your body and your spirit are worth your own time and your own tenderness, right? And lastly, you can't pour from an empty cup. Boop. People do try, and it doesn't end up well, right? We've got to be replenished. And I get it, right? Sometimes the amount that we've got left in our cup is low. It's going to happen, right? And it's okay. And it's also important to know, you know what? It's time for me to get a re-up, right? Just a couple of weeks ago, people were asking me, how are you doing? I was like, I am exhausted. I needed people to hear, no, I'm not tired. I'm past tired. I'm exhausted. I'm burnt. I'm crispy. You know that toast, the toast that you left in the either the air fryer, the toaster, or wherever you left it. Maybe you put it on 5 and it was supposed to be on 2, and that joint was burnt. That was me. Just between work and home and mothering and travel and all these different things, I was exhausted. And I ended up taking a couple days off. I ended up doing some self-care, taking care of my appointments, and those things are necessary, right? It is not that we will not become depleted, right? Or have low levels of energy and enthusiasm and all the things. It is about us recognizing it and then doing what we must to be refilled, because we're always going to need to pour. But just like we always need to pour, right? Somebody's going to need some encouragement, some support, some help. They're going to need us to show up for them. It's the way life is. And we also need to know how to give it to ourselves, how to replenish, because we know that it'll be necessary for us to pour, whether it is for work, whether it is for children, whether it is for pets, whether it is for projects, for traveling, for family, whatever it is, right? So please fill yourself up, be filled up so that you can fill and so that you can pour, okay? And that is today's sip of inspiration. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Morning Cup of Jubilee, where every drop uplifts, inspires, and restores. I will see you next week, Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. Please leave some comments in the chat if this blessed you and share it with someone you love. Until next time, bye.